thought he was good. Obviously, leadoff homer kind of could set a worse tone because he settled down and threw well. Got into a little bit of trouble in the fourth, pitched his way out of it, and then in the fifth, got into a spot and rolling over the lineup there. We just had to try to get him some help. But I thought overall, pretty good fastball location overall. He was efficient, got some quick outs, got the ground balls when he needed to have them, and he did a good job later in the game mixing in the curveball and changeup. I thought it all looked good.
The replay's get a lot of attention. How much does that swing on hitting the pitcher with 2 strikes?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the decider right there for us to make a move. Made some real good pitches up until that point, and then once we got to that point, I thought Sheriff did a nice job getting his lefty, and then that ground ball, real close to being the saves 5 runs, and Paulie did a nice job getting to it.
The Reds pitcher obviously did really well, but did you see anything with your hitters and their approach to the at-bats tonight?
Once again, a guy they hadn't really seen before, but there were 7 guys on in the first 3 innings. We've been sitting up here after the game and talking about that timely hitting, getting those big hits. They're not that easy to come by, and we got into situations where we're putting pressure on and we needed the big hit. And it's easy to talk about what necessarily the situational hitting, where we had guys all over third base and we're punching out or rolling into double plays. We had the one opportunity with the bunt with Jack. Besides that, it was we needed somebody to come up with something big to get some momentum going forward, and they've made it look easy lately, but it's hard coming through in those situations. And kid made good pitches when he needed to.
Does Sheriff's success against right-handed batters kind of outweigh Suarez's splits?
Yeah, Sheriff's throwing the ball so well. The sink that he has when he's down in the zone, he's going to be able to get righties out just as easily as lefties. And realizing that there's another lefty, right, very good lefty too, right behind Suarez. So, you get through Cozart, you get to Votto. You get through Votto, you're going to have to try and get an out somewhere with a righty so you can get to Schebler without going through your entire pen in the 5th inning. But we like how Ryan's been throwing the ball. He's throwing the ball extremely well, and we're going to continue to throw him in those big situations because he can get righties as well as the lefties.
The hit by pitch is a trigger for why Jack might have been done. Is that because that's a sign to you of a physical thing, him wearing down, or because you think there's a mental concern with him bouncing back in that kind of situation?
No, there's no concern at all about him hitting the pitcher. We're just on alert. I mean, he's probably only going to go one more inning at that point. He gets into trouble. We need to have some guys ready to bail him out. We keep everything else into consideration also with the workload he's had this year. But he was pretty efficient up until that point. But we got to a point in that game where it's a 1-0 game, and we're rolling over the inning. And he's getting ready to face a guy that had already hit him in the bleachers once. So we're trying to keep it at that 1 run. And we were very, very close to getting out of that inning, keeping it a 1-run game, and then giving our offense a chance to get rolling.
Do you think there ever comes a time where middle infielders keep the glove on a guy during a force out like that? Oakland, obviously, you got the force out there. If he tagged him, he might have been out. Consideration of play, regardless of what happened. Do you think there comes a time where they just keep the glove on that?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, because your instincts are telling you I need to stretch this out. I mean, the only debatable issue is which foot stays on the bag for that stretch. Is the other foot. If he's got his right foot on the bag stretching out, I mean, that could be the difference. But to try and come back, because all you're trying to do is cut down the distance, you got a pitcher that's running, you need force out, and you got to be able to figure out how to cut down the distance, not necessarily worrying about somebody coming off the bag at that point.
Because right now you're for 12 days, 13 days, you get a feel for how this team, with the way it's playing, can snap back from this.
Yeah, I mean, we were 1 hit away. I mean, one bloop. Yachty almost dropped one in there like he's done the last couple games, and it gives us a little bit of momentum. It gives us the lead, and you can go after their offense a little bit differently. They're coming at us a little bit differently when they got their backs against the wall and we put a mark on the board. I mean, just you're talking is a game of inches, and something goes just a little bit different early in that game where something falls for us. It's it's that close to being the difference in that game, or we get that play at second base. You know, in my mind, we win it. So, no, there's nothing to bounce back from except, you know, realize that we got to get back after it tomorrow.